Welcome, everybody, to Daytona International Speedway, the host of the 6th annual Daytona 250 for the Jackal Racing Cup Series. The duels are over. D2 had their race last night, so it's time to get the first big race of the season underway. I'm Teeman. I'm joined with Koma alongside me. Koma, I feel like this race is going to be a pretty good one. How about you?
Oh yeah, we've got the best of the two duels. We had a great showing from basically everybody. We had a few rookies sneak in. We had some quick movers from the back to the front, getting some good placement. We also ended up getting Sleesher back into the pack due to some drivers not showing up. So definitely going to shake up the field.
Yeah, Sleesha getting in is kind of big. I mean, big, huge upset when he didn't make it in on that first duel. But good to see that Sleesher's going to have a chance to get into this race. Up front, we have our two duel winners. I think it was Yikes and Roger. How do you feel they're going to do tonight? Or today, sorry.
Well, Yikes is the current defending champion, and Roger was that quick mover, had to go from basically last in his duel, ended up winning it. So definitely a pretty stacked front row. Let's just see what they can do, make sure they stay out of trouble. Long race, 100 laps. So yeah, see how it goes.
Right, and it was kind of the strategies that we saw in Duel 1 and Duel 2 were kind of very different than each other. We saw a lot of fuel saving in Duel 1. We saw a lot of pushing in Duel 2. What do you think we're going to see through today's race?
I think it'll be mainly fuel saving. Duel 1 had a lot more of the veterans, so a lot more strategy was pulled out there. Duel 2 is a little more raw, and it showed, but both put on a pretty good performance. But yeah, I think it's going to be mainly fuel saving.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to see a lot of fuel saving up until the final few stages of the race today. Come on, look in your DMs.
Yeah. While we've got some time, let's do some interviews. I think we should get the pole sitter defending champion Yikes Piano up here.
Let's go. Yeah, let's get Yikes up here.
Yikes Piano, you're up in the booth. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. Well, you're the defending champion currently in Jackal, and also our pole sitter for the 250. How you feeling coming into this race?
I'm feeling all right. Definitely feeling good since we won Duel 1 last night. So things looking good so far.
Yeah, it was a bit chaotic towards the end of the first duel. A lot of fuel saving in the beginning. Me and Team were talking with a lot more veterans in that first duel, and it showed with the strategy. What's your main game plan coming into the race?
Honestly, I'm not sure how this will play out, but I just want to keep the car clean. Definitely do not want to get any damage and risk going a lap down trying to get that repaired. So just trying to keep the car clean.
Yeah, I'd say that's about most people's strategy. You know, it's a long race. You can't win on the first lap, but you can definitely lose it. Well, yikes! Good luck to you. Congrats on the pole, and we're excited to see what you do.
And thank you.
All right.
All right.
That was Yikes. I want to hear from someone in the middle of the field. I want to hear from Pink. Saw in Duel 2 had an amazing strategy, went from the back, hung out in the back pretty much all duel, and then made a last second charge to the front. Was able to get third place in the duel. But I want to talk with him. See if we can.
All right, let's go on over.
Pink, you're up in the booth. Can you hear us?
What's going on?
Pink, third place in your duel. Definitely based off of strategy. How are you feeling going into the big race tonight?
A little nervous. First race in this league. I'm just hoping to stay safe, keep my car clean, and hopefully come out with a good finish here.
Yeah, we saw in that duel that you stayed kind of towards the back the entire time, and then you made that last second charge towards the front. when those in those last couple of laps. You planning on doing the similar strategy tonight?
Probably. For like the first half of the race, I'll probably hang back, and then towards the ending couple laps, I'll probably finish like last time. Unfortunate.
So I think, I mean, first race of the season, got a lot to learn. So wish you luck, and we'll move on. Thank you, Pink.
All right. And I think our next interview should be the kind of dark horse. Wasn't really supposed to be here, but he got fortunate with some drivers not showing up. Let's talk to Sleesher. Sleesher, you're up in the booth. Can you read us? All right. So you weren't exactly supposed to be here, but fortunately you got lucky with some drivers not showing up. Real big upset that you weren't here in the first place. How you feeling coming into this week?
I got bailed out. I think I learned a lot in a dual one about that I needed to be a little higher there in 3 and 4 coming to the line. Got caught up in that late race caution, or not a caution because we were coming to the line. But I think I learned a lot being in dual one, and I think it'll show in this 250.
Yeah, you were a definite contender last season. Had a pretty strong run towards the end there. What's your main strategy coming into this week?
For this race, we're gonna chill in the back, probably save some fuel, wait till the laps wind down. Count off the laps. It's a super speedway, and then at the end, push and hopefully be there at the end.
Yeah, we talked to Yikes, and he said he had about the same strategy. Are y'all playing more of a team game, or are you just trying to survive on your own and get a good finisher?
It's gonna be probably a team game until the last lap hits, and then it's probably every man for themselves, like every race.
Yeah, that's the thing with racing. It's only a team sport till that white flag drops and all hell breaks loose. Well, Sleesher, we're glad to see you in, definite contender, and we're excited to see what you do.
Thank you.
All right. I think that'll conclude for our interviews for this pre-race. Quite a field on hand for today. See how many different cars we got. Full field, 12 cars on hand. A mix of some veterans and some rookies. So it'll be an interesting race nonetheless. So going back to that strategy, Como, what are you expecting to see for this first, let's say, 50 laps?
50 is a bit of a stretch, but I think Yikes and Sleesher said it best. They're just gonna hang out back, not get into too much trouble. Got to keep the nose clean. I mean, it takes so long to fix certain amount of damage in the pit road, and that could easily kill a strategy, especially if a caution doesn't come out for it. So I think we're gonna see a bit more tame racing, bit of training, a lot of fuel saving. But I think they're just gonna try and keep it clean.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to see probably and I think we're going to see it probably for the 75% of the race, but only time will tell. Everyone will get into their cars. 4 up. Looking forward to this one. Join. So, Coma, you were in the D2 race here at Daytona. 80 laps, I believe.
Yes, it was.
What did you learn a lot of in that race that you think we're going to see from these drivers today?
I I really just hope that people understand the fact that we need to lift in the corners because these cars get really unstable, especially on the bottom coming into the corners. But if you have too much speed, and some of the D2 guys couldn't hold that all too well most of the time, but as long as people keep their heads straight and they don't push too hard, I think we find.
Yeah, I think we saw a little bit of that in the duels as well. Saw a lot of just guys pushing maybe a little bit hard, especially in that second duel. But definitely saw a lot of that in D2. But this is D1 for a reason.
Yeah, that's true. Different level coming in with these guys.
Well, as everyone rolls off pit lane, I think we should go ahead and explain tonight's lineup.
Yeah. One second. We got EX Piano on the front row. And then we've got Roger. Let me a second. As I get my. Ooh, we got Diamond in third. Haven't seen much of Diamond, but he had a pretty good run in the duel. Be an interesting one to watch. And behind him, we've got Cubica. I've got some good experience racing with Cubica in different leagues. Kind of a dark horse. He's a bit more of an aggressive driver, but we'll see how he holds it down. And then we've got Pink, rookie coming in. Also a dark horse out of his duel group. Had a great strategy. Ended up getting that placement. And then after him, we had Smart Coder, title fighter last season with Yikes Piano. Had a bit of drama between those two. And behind him, we've got Bades in the 99 Red Bull car. And then behind him, got Atham and the 76 of Apollo. Sleesher coming in with that fortunate driver replacement. And then behind him, we've got NASCAR. And then rounding out the field is Robloxian. NASCAR being the D2 champion promo last season. Robloxian was also a D2 promo. So it'll be interesting to see what they do in the 250 today.
Yep, and it's going to be a nice and long race, 100 laps. Be exciting to see. Everyone had the chance to test their pit road speed. Go down the back straight away. Double follow them up next time by and start the first
have
race.
A choose cone.
Mm-hmm.
Smart Coder taking the traditional road course, trying not to kill Cubica, or not Cubica, Bathes behind him.
Definitely going to be interesting to see fuel strategy. I'm not entirely sure how long these guys can make it on a tank of fuel, but so maybe almost a little bit of a surprise to at least to me.
Yeah, I'm not sure how the fuel tanks compare from D1 to D2, but the run for D2 was a little. It was close to 20 laps, so we'll see how it stretches with the D1 cars.
One to green this time by. Go ahead and get double followed up.
Now, one thing to note with one thing to note with the outside lane, you have to go a lot faster to maintain the outside lane when going double file, or else you are going to slide down into the bottom row. Hopefully, these guys should know that. We'll know very soon if they do. You can see them getting real close to each other, Roger and Cubica, right next to the bottom row there. But yeah, you got to go about 10 miles per hour faster on the high side to maintain that speed. Oh, yep, Cubica giving Diamond a little bit of a love tap. Oh, Roger doing the same. But I think they'll figure it out towards the end of the race.
Right, and then when we go full speed, that bottom lane will be interesting to see because you kind of do have to lift a little bit to hold that bottom on the older tires.
Yeah, and depends on how fast the draft is. Sometimes you even have to brake to not slide up. But one thing that the D2 guys kind of struggled with was you can turn before the corner starts to kind of drift your car into the entry. It does kill your tires a bit, but it is Daytona, it's not that big of an effect until you get really low on that tire wear. So, be interesting to see how well these guys can hold their line.
1 corner left to go until we start season 9. On the front row, Yikes and Roger, both of them winning their dual races. We head to the restart zone to start the 6th annual Daytona 250 for the Jackal Racing Cup Series. Get into the zone, green flags in the air, and we are racing here at Daytona. Pretty equal start for both lanes. The inside lane having a little bit better of a shot, and Cubicle already having a little bit of a moment.
Oh, Pink coming back up in front of NASCAR. Oh, Roger into the wall hard. He spun around. That's one car. Oh, and everyone, Athen, NASCAR, that's going to be 3. 2 people are backwards.
Yeah. Lots of cars going around, still spinning.
Don't believe it's a caution.
Nope, we stay green. The rest of the field's going to go single file, but everyone else in that rear group going to go spinning, and it's going to be a rough start for them for this Daytona 250.
Chaotic restart there. Definitely going to be some damage, especially coming out of people like Roger there. Hit the wall hard on the outside.
Right, and Yikes with the first lap led. That's, who's that? The 20 in the back. That's Robloxian. Only car on the outside. Had a pretty big run out of turn number 2, but no help up on that high line. Everyone else training on the inside.
Yeah, what'll be interesting to see is, I think you're seeing it right now, is these guys are fuel saving so hard that the outside can actually just run by itself if they want to push full throttle. And you see you got a tag friend with Athen up there on the high side, and I think they might just be wanting to get to the front. They're not really worried about fuel saving, which could be the wrong strategy, but hey, it's entertaining.
I mean, it's early stages of the race. I think there is an expectation of a caution or two, but yeah, we're looking pretty heavy fuel saving. Oh,
99 with a possible lag spike. Oh, never mind. He's just AFK.
Oh, having to go AFK there. Everyone gets back single file in line. There will be a competition, yellow on lap 50, so drivers are going to have to at least go to halfway.
Yeah, that is if their fuel can take them that long.
Back out to the outside goes Ethan, and now behind him Sleesher on that outside row. Sleesher's going to go back on the inside. Robloxian's going to go jump up high.
Ooh, Robloxian getting in front of Ethan. Trying to get some aero push there.
Yeah, big run out of turn 2. Side by side with Diamond. But Yikes just holding on to the field.
Yeah, and we should see that high side get nice and close to the inside to get that side draft run off of the exit. You can see Robloxian right up next to Sleesher. Sleesher also up into 3rd already. Oh, now 4th with Robloxian getting that run on the high side. Ethan gonna try and follow him through. They kind of fall back towards the middle of the corner, just couldn't quite get enough speed to get beside Sleesher there. Robloxian with a late corner charge though, going into turn 1.
Yikes getting moved up to the outside lane and dropping back. Diamonds will take the lead with help from Sleesher right behind. But now that outside lane's going to have more cars than the inside. Won't be surprised if, there you get a big run out of turn 2. Surprised if they start working together real well. Start moving forward.
Yeah, it just depends on how well these guys can push in the corner. Keeping it pretty straight so far. Haven't seen too many slip-ups, but you get one wrong push, you don't let off in the right spot, and you can slide up 2 lanes. You can almost go into the wall.
All right, and now Sleesher up into that high lane, and Diamond will be left alone on the inside. Everyone else pushing on that high line. Looks like Yikes kind of moving down. Ethan gonna get caught 3 wide for 2nd place, and Sleesher's gonna go back to the bottom. Push that 6 car.
Yeah, these cars are really sensitive when you turn, and I think Robloxian just went up a little too high. Ethan couldn't follow him through, so to avoid hooking each other, I think Ethan just wanted to take the spot, and Robloxian respected that and backed off of him.
Yeah, no need to make some crazy moves here. 6 laps into a 100-lap race. Another little push on the high side.
Ooh, Diamond getting 2 under that yellow line. We heard in the driver's meeting earlier that 2 wheels under the line is in fact legal. Oh, there's Sleesher getting a little tight on the inside, getting up into Ethan just a bit. They get it sorted out though. Smart Coder doing exactly what he said. Just hanging back. They're just like most people in this field. Hanging out there with Bades.
2 tires, okay, but making a pass with 4 tires. If you're forced, the person that forced you is expected to give the spot back. But if you just go down there and make the pass yourself, you're expected to give those back.
Yep.
Big run on
Ethan
the
with a
outside.
charge on the outside, yeah. Robloxian trying to help him through, but yikes. Getting a push from Diamond. He's going to go even with Ethan coming into 1.
Almost have to
Ethan
wonder if
with
they
a
started fuel
bit
serving.
of an advantage. Sleesher trying to decide which lane he wants to push right now. He's going to go with the lane with his teammate, Yikes Piano. XMS trying to have a strong finish here.
And another big run out of turn 2 for that high side. I think the inside maybe is fuel conserving a little bit more than the outside. Especially
it does
Sleesher,
seem
he's
that
been
way.
playing
Oh,
off.
yikes,
Whoa!
getting tight. Up into Robloxian
And
4 wide for a
wide.
second. Yikes is going to back off onto Diamond. Sleesher going to try and push his teammate. Robloxian hanging out on the outside there. Ethan going to get a run through the middle. Going to be side by side with Diamond, along with Robloxian 3 wide for second.
And Robloxian still hanging up top, did not drop back, and now he'll drop back and he'll really drop back and just join Smart Coder on the inside.
Maybe
This is
a bit
going
of
to
an
make the field go single file.
overcompensation there.
No, it's better to be safe than sorry, especially after a moment like that. Get a minute to regroup. Huge run from the 20 coming out of turn 2.
Just going to give it all to the 67. You can see the difference right there. You could tell that the 18 and the 6 are fuel saving. The 67 and 20 got right up next to him with really no help from behind. Smart Coder still trying to decide which lane he wants to push. I think he's just going to hang back there. Also, Bades, after going AFK, he is 3 laps down, so I don't think he's going to be wanting to fight with these guys. He's going to try and make sure he gets all those lucky dog spots, considering he is the only person laps down.
Right, and everyone else involved in that incident is going to be like, I don't know, 15 to even farther back, so he's going to be the only one a lap down for right now, but everyone else kind of on their own. Is big run up front. The Ethan and Robloxian really pushing on that outside. I think Diamond, Yikes, and Sleesher definitely fuel conserving compared to Ethan and Robloxian.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Ethan's, if he was in D1 last season or if he's also promo, but I mean, you can just kind of see the level difference. Robloxian being a D2 promo, maybe not have the strategy down quite yet. I think he might be pushing a bit too hard, but you can see the veterans, Yikes Piano, Sleesher, Smart Coder, all just hanging out together, just letting this race go by.
They take 1 and 2 away from Diamond, so everyone will go back to single file down the back straightaway. I think, yeah, you can see how the gap is just increasing here.
Yeah. Oh, Ethan
Ethan
might have gotten a bit tight. Couldn't quite get that entry right, and Robloxian's going to try and take the spot on the inside.
Yeah, these
Meanwhile,
guys definitely
in the
not
back. Ooh, bit of bumper play with the 6 and the 18. They get it sorted out though. They could trying to get regrouped, maybe take a charge for the 20 and the 67. But yeah, I mean, you could see even on the straight, 20 and 67 aren't saving a thing.
Yeah, they're just pulling away from this field. Everyone else definitely at least a little bit off the gas. Looking at Diamond, he's the lead car in really what was the bottom lane. You can see pushing here and then slaying off, getting the draft. Still conserving at least a little bit here down the back straightaway.
I think Robloxian kind of figured out the fact that he was pulling away, and he backed off of Ethan and got right up to the 6 of Diamond. I think he's trying to adapt a bit of fuel saving now. Yeah, you can see it. He gets right up to the 6. Ethan hasn't quite realized
Got
it
the memo.
quite yet. Yeah.
I mean, you can pull away. I don't think it's going to be quite a viable strategy, but you can even see it from Diamond still kind of holding up the field a little bit, but I'm sure everyone would rather fuel save than push right now.
67 might be having a bit of tire wear issues. He gets really loose at the corner. Oh, and he gets
yeah, right
super
there.
tight. Yeah. And you can see his car's moving just a bit. That back end is really swinging out when he turns compared to the rest of these guys. Might be using his stuff a bit too early. Oh, the 6 gets a bit loose off of the corner, but Yikes is going to let him back in.
Looking at the tire, we're already 78% on that front right. So, a little bit more, at least than everybody else, but that's what happens when you push hard and everyone else kind of holds back. Be alone on the high side, but, I mean, if we've seen anything, probably catch right back up as everyone fuel serves. Or conserves.
Yeah, if I were Ethan, I wouldn't be fighting on the side. I would just go back, even maybe behind Bades, or maybe slide in between him and Smart Coder. He's really not getting anything, but Yikes is going to let him back in, so he will maintain the top 3 position.
Everyone back to single file. Bloxian will be leading, Diamond right behind. Ethan in third.
Oh, Diamond might have tried to sneak a nose in there, but Robloxing gets down in time. That could have been bad. Oh, Ethan, yeah, just can't quite hold the bottom like everyone else.
If that's kind of that thing that you were talking about earlier with Holden turning before the corner. I wonder if Ethan's just not quite turning into the corner, just turning with the corner.
Yeah, I mean, he's almost sliding up an entire lane there. But, I mean, luckily, the guy behind him is Yikes, and he's smart enough not to push any issues, so he doesn't really have all that much to worry about right now, except his own performance.
And you can see top speed's about right here, 180, 185, and they're hanging in the 170s, 175 area. So definitely conserving at least a little bit here. That's from Ethan. Yikes, a little bit more on that fuel, conservative on the, or more aggressive on the fuel saving in the front 3. This Diamond, Robloxian kind of pull a little bit of a gap there.
Yeah, I think they realized it. Oh, Diamond realized it. I don't think Robloxian quite realized it yet.
You do get quite a bit of momentum when you get a push. Probably just riding out the momentum, but still with a little bit of a gap there. It's going to let off here. 6, oh wow, big run. Diamond.
Also, something to note, we've got 3 cars coming out of turn 2 in front of the leaders. Might be seeing some lap traffic here in about 10-20 laps.
Yeah, just from that first incident. We're on board with, I believe, Smart Coder. And you can kind of see how rough the ride is in the corners. It's a little bit more tame on the straightaways, and you can see how you got to keep your distance at least a little bit. But in the corners, it's a little bit of a rough ride.
Yeah, this track is quite bumpy. Not the smoothest surface, especially in the corners. But yeah, you can really see how they have to pull it down to make the corner, especially as tire wear starts to erode slightly. But oh, Smart Coder got a bit better of an entry than Sleesher there. Luckily, backed out of it. Could have been a bit of a bumper issue right there, but they get it sorted out.
Everyone kind of just, I think everyone's realized that you gotta fuel conserve. No one's made a move to the outside. No one's really pushing at this point. No one's made a big gap.
Oh,
right now,
of pushing, Diamond pushing Robloxian out of the way. Bloxing getting a little loose on the high side. Diamond's gonna take the spot. Yikes, Piano
And here we
getting
go.
a big push. 3 wide for third. Sleesher and Smart Coder running the high side. Ethan stuck in the middle. He's gonna back up behind Yikes.
That top line's going to start forming.
Ooh,
Bloxing
they're
back
getting
down to the
dicey now.
inside. Random show of aggression here on lap 19.
Now,
Everyone's
they
swapping
could be
lanes.
trying to get track position coming into the competition caution that will be coming out in about 30 or so laps. Could be trying to make sure they're in the right spot for when it comes out.
I don't know. It seems a little bit early to be pushing for that, but here comes Sleesher on the inside. Gonna take the lead. Bloxian's got Diamond right behind the push, though. Big run,
Oh,
and
Bloxian.
go right back down to the bottom.
Leaving Diamond out to dry. Diamond got him out in front of Sleesher, and Roblox said, "Thank you very much, goodbye." Pulled it on down in front of the 21. Oh, but can't quite hold the entry, and that's going to leave Sleesher wide open to take the lead. Smart Coder pushing him behind. Yikes, Piano going to get shuffled out into fourth. Robloxian stuck on the high side. Yikes tried to let him in, I think, but Cubica pushing Yikes too much. 20's going to have to drop back behind the 67, and that's exactly what he does.
Yeah, and Diamond probably saw that Robloxing left him out, so as soon as that inside opened, Diamond came right onto the inside. Third place. So everyone back to single file. A little bit crazy for the last lap in a little bit, but
Diamond tied out
crazy
of 4.
there. Cubica out of line. Whoa, big flag spike. Who's that? Robloxian.
Really
Big
awkward
lag.
entry. Oh,
Into
taps
the
the wall. That could possibly be wheel alignment, but I'm not entirely sure.
Looks fine. No damage on that 20 car. Got lucky.
Yeah, real lucky. And he's not too far out of the pack too. He's right in front of he's right behind Ethan. That could have been race ending at least until the caution comes out.
Right, and start maybe see lap traffic within the same corner. Too long until the leaders get draft from. Who is that?
That's Roger right there. That's Roger
Roger.
in the 8. Yep. Running up on the high side, trying to make sure he stays out of the way. Surprised these guys didn't back up to each other and try and get a pack going. They got 3 cars. I mean, the D2 guys kind of got shuffled out into 2 packs. One really far back. And we got about a 3 or 4 car pack. And we got the leaders in about, I don't know, 5-6 laps. Obviously, it was a bit more of a heavy incident towards the beginning of this race, but better than just running by yourself. And you can see the difference. Roger just nowhere to go. He's going to block? Okay, that was weird.
He made an attempt to join this pack, but
I mean, he could definitely join it. Yeah, he could just join in the back. Interesting moves from the 8 there. Luckily, nothing came of it. He's going to try and slide in front of Yikes Piano, but Yikes isn't going to let him in.
Going behind Robloxian, or right now side by side with Robloxian. There he goes. He'll finally join.
There we go, yeah.
Towards the back. Ooh, Ethan again having a little bit of a... Again, just tight into the corners. We keep seeing... Here comes more lap traffic. This one, the 99.
Yeah, Bade's still 3 laps down. Oh, this is interesting. With the
Follow
pack
on the
getting
apron.
lapped now, Bade's no longer has the lucky dog.
Right, yeah. Gonna be 4 laps down.
Right now, it's going to be Roger.
Yeah. Now follow, stuck it out on the apron and let the field pass. No draft really for them.
Yeah, he backed out a little too much to have a chance to get back up there.
To see the front 2 pull a little bit of a gap. Diamond pretty tight into the corner.
Onto the apron he goes. Also remember, keep in mind, these guys gotta worry about engine temperatures, so if you see anyone maybe step out of line on the backstretch or something like that, gotta keep that engine temp under 300 to avoid the risk of blowing, so just another layer of strategy added here in Jackal.
Cubica, who's been kind of hanging towards the rear of this main group, up to 3rd. Made a pass on Diamond on the outside. Kind of starting to catch up to Smart Coder and Sleesher, who've been kind of just pulling a little bit of a gap. I think they kind of stopped fuel conserving at least a little bit.
Yeah, if I know Cubica, He doesn't like to stay in the back very long. His patience can only take him so far. He wants to get up in the front.
Looking the front too. 700 milliliters of fuel. Not sure how long that will last him. I think that's about half a tank. If my memory serves correct from when we were looking at the beginning of the race. So theoretically, I mean, this is about halfway to competition yellow.
Yeah, right at.
Maybe they played the right strategy and they can push from here on out.
We'll see if they want to. Fuel can sneak up on you real quick. Oh, and we got Apollo. Unfortunately, had some issues spinning coming into turn 1. He does get it back on track. Didn't see too much damage coming out of that 76, but unfortunate for him, it's gonna hurt him even more.
No damage on that 76 car. Yeah, had a problem at the beginning of the race and then self-spinning there on the tri-oval. But everyone in this front group, single file, playing it safe. We're just a couple laps over halfway to the competition caution. Quarter of the way done with the race entirely.
And Apollo 76 will be parking it for the race. Unfortunate having some lag spikes. He's just going to pull it in for the safety of others. Unfortunate run for him.
Yeah, that definitely a level-headed move to notice that if you're lagging so much, it's becoming a problem to park it. We saw a lot of people lagging in D2, and they kept going. But
Yeah.
it's a little problem.
Yeah, speaking of D2, fuel tanks have already lasted a lot longer than they did in with those Xfinity cars. So I thought I had maybe a glimpse of what pit windows could look like, but they've already blown right by what I was thinking. So I wonder if we're going to see a pit stop before the competition.
Well,
I'd imagine so.
There was a car in pit lane. Pink was in pit lane. Why were you saying that? So he'll be the first car, I believe, the pit.
Oh, NASCAR also in as well with him.
Interesting pit strategy from them.
Now, the undercut has proven to be pretty strong. This track is very wide, though, so, I mean, you don't even go a lap down when you pit most of the time unless you've already got a substantial gap to the front pack. So, we'll see how it works out for him. We've got another pitter. That is Super Soldier. That's Roger. 8 car coming down pit road.
So starting to see some pit stops. This is probably just the undercut for the competition yellow.
Trying to get that track position.
Yeah, trying to get something, especially if you were involved in that first track. I think Pink played it pretty well because I think Pink's going to be in front of Super if they were at least kind of close to each other. Not sure what the distance between them would be.
It was pretty substantial. I think.
I
think Roger, when he was close to being lapped, I think Pink still had about. Oh! And that's going to be a speeding penalty for Diamond. I mean, I said before, these cars are really hard to get slowed down. I mean, you can be on the exit of 4, and it still might not be enough. And I think Diamond just learned that one the hard way.
Yeah, almost spun it a couple of times on pit roads, so just way too hot coming in. I think it was just too much of a last-second decision, and that's going to be a drive-through for speeding.
And not only that, but braking and turning in these cars can get very dangerous if you do it too early. I think Smart Coder also going to be pulling it in. That's almost the whole pack. Yeah, whole pack. You see the brakes slide up. Does anyone speed?
No.
No. Everyone got it clean.
Is it clean?
And that's just the difference between all these veterans. Glacier, Piano, Kibuka, Smart Coder. Robloxian, only one out of that field, I believe. Maybe Anthem as well. Not a veteran, but still blending in with the crowd pretty nicely.
Leisure with a pretty quick stop compared to everyone else. Everyone else looking to get pretty much a full stop.
That's NASCAR is going to let him. Okay, that's an interesting strategy. NASCAR slowed up for
Bye.
Sleisher. I mean, they should have blown by him.
Right, and
Maybe
then
NASCAR didn't want to get LePage.
that's true. So that will put Sleisher still as leader in that. Put everyone that NASCAR and Ping are lap down, right? Or are they on the lead lap?
We're going to see crossing the line.
Interesting
take a
short
look.
stop from Sleisher. I think that'll definitely at least play out to the competition caution.
The board is putting Pink on the lead lap, but it's a little confused right now with all these pit stops.
Oh, information that Sleisher only took one can, and unless he fuel conserves heavily, he's probably gonna have to come down pit lane again before competition yellow.
Well, one can's about 50% of your tank, so I mean, it should be enough. It's only about another 18 or so laps, and that's, you know, if the caution doesn't come out. So I mean, these guys know how to fuel save. I think they'll be okay as long as they work with each other.
Well, we'll have to work with each other though. So this front group 4, where is the second group? Is everyone else spread out, or is there a second group of cars?
There, Yikes Piano kind of by his lonesome, but then there is a pack, so it's Smart Coder with a bit away from Yikes Piano, and then after that is Anthem, Robloxian, and Bades. Bades still, unfortunately, 3 laps down.
I mean, this one can strategy is gonna give Sleisher 5 seconds worth of a gap.
Speaking
into
of
the wall.
Sleisher, might have either had a lag spike or got on the corner wrong, but that might be damage for the 21. That was a hard hit.
Oh,
He's
into the
still
wall again.
going,
There
and
goes
then
around.
around he goes. Can he save it?
Oh, that's gonna go right
that
to the
might be
inside wall
engine
hard.
damage. Oh,
Out of the game.
Sleisher's out
Uh-oh.
of the game. Sleisher has disconnected. I don't think he was in control for that entire time.
Yeah, no.
Bades!
Ooh.
Lighting up in front of the field. They get it sorted out. That's going to allow Anthem and Robloxian to catch up to Yikes. Smart Coder really far out. If I was Smart Coder, I'd probably back up to Yikes and get a bit of a fuel-saving duo going. But we saw, or I saw from last season, Yikes and Smart Coder don't really work too well together. I mean, they were the main championship rivals throughout the season. Some interesting tactics going on between those two teams. So we'll see if they can get it sorted out. Let bygones be bygones.
I mean, I think the pack's gonna catch up together in the next few laps, especially Ethan up to Yikes. Probably gonna catch up right here on the back straightaway.
Yeah, Yikes is backing up towards him. Sleisher gonna be merging in shortly.
Yeah, just tough break. I mean, just lagging out of the game, just that dang lag.
Uncontrollable error right there. Oh, Robloxian getting moved out of the way by Anthem. Door slamming. A bit of feedback going on between the 20 and the 67 right there. More door slamming.
That's just side drafting going a little bit wrong.
Yeah, possibly.
Hollow lagging big time, at least. They're saying they're lagging big time in chat.
Oh, Apollo didn't park it. He's still on track.
They came back out and realized that the lag was not fixed.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not how a network works.
Ooh, Smart Coder. A little bit loose out of turn 4. Yikes right behind.
Bit of zigzagging from that pack. Robloxian trying to slot in. I think Cubic is going to let him in. Oh, it's going to be tight. Robloxian finds the space.
Oh, your front five all in this little group. Everyone else pretty spread out.
Bade's really falling off the back of the pack. He was with Cubica. Oh, yikes. All the way down to the apron. They get it sorted out. Ethan gives him space. Robloxian's going to give him a push back up to Smart Coder.
I thought Yikes was going to take the spot away from Smart Coder. A little bit tight going in to turn 3. Left a little bit of room open, but I think Yikes got a little bit loose.
Yeah, I doubt he took tires on that stop. I doubt any of these guys took tires.
Yeah, the front right on the 18 at 38%.
Oh, man.
Oh, very low tire wear on the 18. Yeah, that's when you start feeling the difference, is when it's that low.
Yeah. Yikes still controlling it pretty well, though. Only had a few mishaps, but still nothing too dangerous.
A Smart Coder at 37 on the front right. So, these guys all, at least these front two, didn't take tires, just took the fuel. 2 cans of fuel.
Yeah, we'll be 10 to go in about 2 laps for the competition caution. Might see these guys get a bit more aggressive for that track position. But also maybe not. I mean, we saw Roger starting front row, and within only a few laps, I came to bite him, hitting that outside wall. So maybe these guys are just riding around at this point. Who knows?
Kind of safe to just ride around. I think that was the strategy that a lot of drivers had in mind. It's just to play it safe up until the end. It is Daytona, and you know, first race of the season, you wanna win. You wanna be someone like you wanna win. It's just that you gotta play it safe to win. You gotta make it to the finish.
Yeah, you can't win it before it ends, but you can sure lose it. And also, we might be having some lap traffic in the next few laps. We've got that pack of NASCAR, Roger, and Pink up in front of the leaders. They might be going a lap down. Roger's still currently in lucky dog position, but that could change if the leaders catch this pack.
I mean, they were all lap down when Sleesher only took 1 can, but everyone else took 2.
And there's your message.
So-
10 laps to go till the competitive caution will come out, bunch this field up together. Any damage needed to be fixed can be fixed. Definitely going to put 4 tires on all these cars.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. A nice little refresh. I think the first half of this race is going to be very different than the second half of this race. Everyone in this first half, you know, we've seen some moves, but it's mostly been single file. You know, a lot of fuel conserving. I think in the second half we're going to see everyone turn up the dial a little bit.
Yeah, that's normally how it goes, and that's kind of how it should be played. I mean, everyone's just trying to last till the end. Can't be getting that damage. Definitely can't be getting engine damage. I mean, that could not only kill your run, but kill your pit time as well. So everyone just keeping it nice and clean. Had a few mistakes, but I think we can just chalk that up to low tire wear and, you know, just how these cars work in the corners sometimes.
You know, if I'm in that pack of 3, I'd actually be kind of worried about this lead pack coming up because, you know, Lucky Dog is going to be extremely important when this caution comes around. You don't want to be trapped a lap down.
Yeah, we're either going to see 2 things. We're either going to see that entire pack start defending, or they're going to start racing among each other because, you know, it's just as the saying goes, I don't got to outrun the guys behind me, I just got to outrun you. So they might be trying to fight for the front of that pack of 3, or they might try and defend the front pack, who knows.
Well, This main pack slowly gaining, bit by bit, lap by lap. If I was those three, I'd actually start. I'd probably be pushing right now, but we'll have to see what they do. Still got a handful of laps until the competition yellow strikes.
Ooh,
This front
just
pack
see
still
bit of
behind for the most
people,
part.
yep, starting to pull out of line just a bit. Might be getting that engine temp a little too hot. Ooh, big shot from Xpiano. Gets Smart Coder up a little bit. Oh, Anthem sliding off the top. Luckily, Kubica gave him enough room. Yeah, you can see I slightly pull off of Smart Coder there. Might be getting a little hot. Oh, big.
Locked
Oh,
in.
Roger under the line. Gets it sorted out. Might have been a bit of a different entry. Oh, NASCAR lagging in front of the field. He's under the apron. Gets it sorted out. He's going to be relegated to the back of that pack.
A little bit of drama in the pack where there doesn't need to be any drama.
Yeah, they shouldn't be fighting each other unless it's how I said, where they're just trying to outrun each other. Make sure they're the last ones to get past by the time the caution comes out.
You know, and the front pack of five starting to split up a little bit. Smart Coder, Yikes, and Robloxian started to pull a gap on Ethan and Kubica. They're going to come back together here into turn 3.
Ooh, Pink out of line. NASCAR's going to let him back in, though.
And that front pack is coming.
Yeah,
The
they
lead
stuck
pack.
right up to them because of that incident. Smart Coder with a huge charge. I think they might all three get past in the next corner or so, maybe the next lap. And let's see, do they defend to try and stay off of a lap down?
Ooh,
Oh, NASCAR getting out of shape. That's going to move Smart Coder up. And they're all together now. And a caution will come out.
It was
Go through all Bades with a blown engine.
oh yeah, right there on the inside.
He does keep it down there. It's going to be a race back. Let's see, can they stay on the lead lap? Smart Coder
Pink gonna
right
block.
beside NASCAR. Pink blocking, trying to get up to Roger.
Pink run 3 wide.
Smart
Here comes
Coder's
Smart
going to
Coder.
run it 3 wide to the race back.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Pink,
and that
I
shakes up
believe
a lot.
it's gonna be the lucky dog if correct, unless it's gonna be. I think it was Pink.
Oh yeah, because
be-
Roger was already a lap down, wasn't he?
Yeah, Roger was
that'll
already a
mean
lap down.
Pink will
He'll be
get the-
2 down.
Well, Pink is saying darn it, so I
I don't
actually
think Pink.
I don't know
knew that.
who got it there.
I don't know.
But man, what a charge from the front pack, going 3 wide, training all the way through, splitting on both sides. That could have been bad. And that will count as our competition caution. Makes sense, it's within the window. And NASCAR getting the free pass, being told to go around.
They're trying to find out where everyone finished on that race back.
Oh, Pink finished in front of Smart Coder, I believe. So Pink and NASCAR will both get the free pass.
There you go. Oh,
I assume. Oh, someone just smacked into the back of Diamond. It's a gray car. Who is that?
gray on my end too.
Apollo? No. Who is that? I don't have him on my board.
I'd scroll through, but it look really bad on the
Yeah,
stream end.
yeah, don't do that.
Let's go back.
Oh, NASCAR
So-
being told wave around. did not get the free pass.
Pink did in fact get the lucky dog, and NASCAR's gonna get the wave around option. But that means you gotta give up a lot.
Yeah, I think they're playing it right. There's probably going to be a caution with everyone all bunched up again, so I think you just make sure you keep your performance up, get those tires, get your fuel, and just wait for the next caution and hope you're not a part of it.
We're gonna
Pits
see a
are
lot of cars
open.
come down.
Yeah, pits are open this time. Let's see. Smart Coder, Yikes Piano, Robloxian, Anthem, basically the whole field. Cubico, Diamond. Still trying to figure out who's in that great car. And yeah, that's the whole field. Bades might be out of this with how long that pit stop's going to take with that blown engine.
And then it's still 5 laps down.
76. Barely getting into his box. NASCAR tabbed it over, but I don't know if that'll be gold. Oh, and Smart Coder.
Smart Coder caught
Speeding.
with speed.
That's unfortunate.
Great car, I believe, was Sleesher. No? Was it Sleesher? Well, car's coming off of pit lane.
Smart Coder still in his box. I think he's just waiting for one to pass. He's going to be waiting quite a long time, considering Bates is fixing damage. I think he's waiting for Apollo, though.
Ethan out of pit road first, unless he did not pit. But I
Smart
believe
Coder's still not out of his box.
wouldn't be a worse time to go AFK.
Not entirely sure what's going on. Unless he's waiting for the 99.
Might be just waiting.
There he goes. Now he's going. He's going to be wasting a lot of fuel getting back up the field.
Well, I mean, like you said, I mean, it's going to be really up to the drivers whether they all want to push or not. Because if everyone doesn't push, I don't think we're going to see a caution. But if everyone pushes, I think we're going to see a caution. I don't think fuel is going to matter too much in this second stint.
Well, even with them not pushing per se with their throttle or their fuel. Oh, Pink getting NASCAR all out of shape. Luckily, that didn't cause anything. But I mean, depending if they push or not, I mean, with these cars getting bunched up, all it takes is one person to get a bit out of line, and that could cause anything. So even if they go try to push, I mean, anything can happen as they choose. Does anyone hit the cone? I don't believe so.
Robloxian, Sleesher, Pink, and Smart Coder to the outside. Well, Smart Coder's going to be relegated back to the inside with that penalty.
And Dade's just now getting out of his box. He is going to be merging in turn 1, so he should get back to attacking time, but that puts him another lap down. 5 down now.
I believe it's 6 laps down now.
Oh yeah, 6.
I think that's going to be just a 12th place finish, just to get points at this point. It's going to be hard to get any of those back.
Yeah, unless any of them crash out with their engine blowing.
And I mean, it's possible we get 6 cautions, just get the wave around each time. But
I hope not.
yeah, I don't think we want to see 6 cautions in 50 laps. We'll be going green.
Oh, you can see they're kind of struggling on my side.
I mean, it's hard to hold the car up there. It's harder than holding it on the inside.
Yeah. Seem to get it figured out though.
Be Ethan, Robloxian, Yikes, Sleesher, and Diamond your top 5. We head to the restart zone on this little short shoot.
Oh, Sleesher really far back. Gets up in time. Huge shot to Robloxian. That's going to put him in line with Ethan, but the inside was a bit smoother that time, and Ethan will edge out in front of Robloxian. Eggs trying to push him through. Diamond as well. Cubica not the best start. Same with Smart Coder. They're going to be side by side. Oh, really bad start for Bades and Apollo. All the way back there.
Yeah, I think they. I don't know if that was a planned stay back there or anything. As they go 3 wide, Pink hanging it up on the top, and he'll drop back. I think that's part of his strategy.
He doesn't want anything to do with that front pack, at least not for now. Oh, Roblox getting out of shape on the high side. Sleesher gave him a bit of a shot on the quarter panel.
Gotta be careful with those.
Oh, Ethan, little tight on the bottom. As the outside starting to make a bit of a train. Oh, yikes.
Oh, 3 wide. Oh, Diamond caught out of line.
3 wide. Yikes, all the way down the bottom. Oh, Roger getting out of shape. Yikes is going to let the 67 back in. Robloxian has a chance to come down. Let's see if he takes it. He's going to stick it up on the high side with a 21 right there. Roger's stuck in the middle with Cubica and Bades. 3 by 3. Cubica going to try and back out.
A bit.
Yeah. Middle lane starting to make a train with Roger, NASCAR, and Bades. Oh, really tight on the high side. NASCAR super out of shape. 3 by 3.
3 by 3 and almost by 3 again with
Ethan did not get a good run on the inside there, and that's gonna hold up Yikes and Diamond. Oh, Ethan's still trying to stick it 3 wide. Roger's gonna drop down to the bottom and lead that inside lane. A huge train on the outside. That's gonna be 3 cars almost passed on the front lane. Smart Coder unfortunately couldn't quite get down in front of Roger.
And just as quick as that high lane formed, it's gone. I mean, there's still 3 cars up there, but it's not as what it was when it was 3 wide. Big push coming on the inside.
Ooh. Once the inside gets going and gets a little smoothed out, really can't do much on the high side. Without the side draft and Bades all out of shape in front of Yikes Piano and Diamond right there. Apollo's starting to make his way back to the field, and as I say that, a huge lag spike for Apollo. He crosses and gets limited.
I think that lag has come back.
No penalty for the 76, obviously not intentional, but that will probably end his run.
Apollo's saying they can't even see. So I think the best idea was to probably
I think he should have taken that opportunity. Smart Coder really slow on the inside. Diamond gonna give him a shot. He's gonna give that back to Bades. Anthem trying to hang it up on the high side, but really no help. Sleesher's way too far back to really do anything with him. Smart Coder thought about looking on the inside. Oh, under Bades. They're gonna give it up though. A little loose out of 4. NASCAR getting shuffled out to the high side. Anthem still trying to just hang it up on the outside all by himself. I mean, with how big this train is, it might actually be a good idea and just wait for a spot to open up, because if not, you can see Diamond is going to give up a bit of space and let Anthem in rather than going to the back of that field, but he's just not going to take it. He's still up on that high side.
X a little bit caught out of line, able to hold the spot back on the inside. Does everyone but Ethan. Now Smart Coder, no, they're going to actually fall back in line. Now everybody's single file.
Oh, single file is...
Oh, big shot to the back of the 18 from Smart Coder.
Yeah, they might be single file, but they're snaking it for sure. They're definitely zigzagging. They're not quite straight. Oh, shot from Roger to Yikes Piano. Outside lane starting to form again. Oh, Robloxian thought about cutting the nose of the 8. Thought differently, thankfully for that.
Going to get caught in the middle, though. Without any help. Probably going to start dropping back.
Rivals working together. You got Sleesher working up on the high side. Yeah, Robloxian's just going to take the L on that one. He's going to choose which lane he wants to go into. He didn't really decide there. Ends up going to the bottom. Oh, never mind. Sliding up to the top. 3 wide again. Smart Coder stuck in the middle with Sleesher, and now Robloxian behind. Yikes is going to funnel out to the back with Kibica and Pink. Outside lane starting to form again.
Yeah, starting to reform it. Ethan out to the outside, looking to get the lead, but these guys just not able to hold their line well enough.
Yeah, it's just too sensitive to that tri-oval. Hard to hold it in front of somebody.
Smart Coder getting a big run through the
3 wide again, almost. Robloxian thought about it on the high side, thought different.
Roger going up, block that high lane.
Yeah, trying to block both lanes. Saw a run from Smart Coder, had to get rid of it. Smart Coder trying to come down, just barely gets it in front of the 99.
Just enough room to make it work. Still got
Oh, big
Sleesher,
shot.
you got Robloxian and Nathan. They're all really wanting to move forward on the outside. I don't think the outside lane's done yet.
They're really trying it. Bates
big
also,
push.
remember, like 6 laps down, running 3rd in the order, but definitely not on the board. Trying to see what he can come up with. Hopefully he's not going to get involved in anything else, but he seems to just be pushing the top 2. Mark Coder and Roger. Coda Sky Racing up in the front.
Oh, Roger!
Oh, and as I say that, they
Smart
kill each
Coder
other.
A little bit of feedback. Did not like. I don't know if it was not liking the move or if there was a little bit of contact there. Smarko are going to take the lead, but
They hold it down. Sleesher
Roger wasn't too happy there.
on the outside, but just can't get enough. Let's see if he gets the side draft off the run. Moving up next to Roger. Smart Coder's going to block the high side. I don't think that's the greatest of ideas. Oh, but Roger's going to let him in with them being teammates, well, obviously giving each other a bit of space, despite what we saw in the backstretch just a few minutes ago.
Another run from Sleesher. Smart Coder up to block and really blocking both of these lanes. Gotta be careful when you do that, though. Can't block too late. Big run, and there you
Sleesher
go.
with a huge run, and that's going to leave Smart Coder out to dry in the middle. Does anyone come to help him? No. He's probably going to funnel behind the 67. I don't think he wants to go all the way back. Oh!
A little bit of
Crowds
contact with the
99.
99.
99 loose on the inside, and we'll see.
And around he goes.
Yeah, there he goes.
One car, no
One
caution.
car.
We stay green.
Tough break
But
for the
already-
99 again.
Yeah, already so many laps down, and now wrecking again. Sleesher will take the lead. Smart Coder right behind. Yikes, third in line on the inside. Roger leading the outside lane with Robloxian.
Oh, Roger just barely had enough space in front of Smart Coder there. Oh, huge shot from Smart Coder. He's going to give that to Roger. That's going to bounce up into Sleesher. Outside lane. Oh, speaking of outside lane, Yikes, Pino and Smart Coder.
Smart Coder.
Oh, they're all out of
slamming.
shape. NASCAR. Can he save it? He's backwards. He's still
Oh,
backwards. Oh,
Sleesher.
Sleesher.
Up in the air and hard into the wall. And that
That's
will bring
gonna
out
be
the
a
caution. Yep, and you can
Sleesher
see
had
the
engine
smoke.
damage. Yeah. Not entirely sure
Damage
what caused
on that 21 car.
I was watching NASCAR. He almost had a beautiful toe mater moment like we saw in the first duel, I believe. Could be the second. And out of the corner of my eye, I could
Roger.
see
Dancing.
Ooh.
Oh, slamming.
four wide.
Oh my
Robloxian's gonna
goodness.
back out of it. Yikes, Piano trying to go to the lead.
Still four
Robloxian
wide.
stuck
Oh,
on
there
the
goes
inside.
Robloxian
And
tagging
Robloxian
Diamond.
tags Diamond. Roger spins
getting
by
involved.
himself. Oh,
I think they turned it
saves
up a little bit. I
Saves
think
it.
they
Oh,
turned
Smart
it up.
Coder.
And, oh, Smart Coder around.
He's got engine damage. Oh, he might have wheel alignment of this wall. Ooh. Hard hit. Oh my.
Yeah, wheel alignment and engine damage on that 12 car. Lots of damage coming from this wreck. Lap 62.
We turned
Lap
it up from a
61.
2 to
Man.
about a 20 in about 10 laps there.
And
Oh yeah, Smart Coder hard damage. That's gonna kill his pit time. He'll definitely be in the back. 4
And,
sets of tires for these guys, so still pretty on track.
there goes Roger. He'll get. I kind of forgot Roger was a lap down.
Yeah, me too. I thought he got it back, but oh right, because they didn't take the wave around. None of them did, except for Pink, who got the free pass. And NASCAR will take the wave around this time.
Bye. Lots of smoke in the rear of the field.
Team of Chick Games.
Ooh. Everyone coming down pit road, unsurprisingly.
Yeah, full field basically. Oh, Yikes Piano might be outside of his box. He's got the bumper out. I don't
got
know
the
though.
tires are in, but the bumper is out.
Yeah, and we'll see how long Sleesher's repair takes. Sleesher and Smart Coder, 2 heavy hitters in this race, unfortunately. I saw what happened to NASCAR, and I was watching that, and then out of the corner of my eye, I just see Sleesher in the grass, almost got a blowover, and then unfortunately Smart Coder just got a bit overzealous on the raceback, costed him.
Roadblocks into the back. Tire out of the pit box. So, I mean, while we're under caution, let's go ahead and let's get Roger up here. Let's go ahead and get the interview. Without breaking anything.
Hey, fellas.
Hello? Yeah, can you hear us up in the booth?
Loud and clear.
All right, Roger. Bit of a chaotic race after that competitive caution, and especially for you
Yes,
in the
sir.
beginning of the race. Started front row. Unfortunately, had that mix-up in the first few laps. Walk
Yeah,
us
made a
through the
mistake.
first 10 laps, yeah.
It was a bit of a mistake on my part. A little bit of lag combined with it. I was trying to fit into the gap, but he was phasing, and it was hard to tell where he really was. I thought I was clear. I wasn't. And I ran into Diamond, ended up wrecking myself and a few others. And so we're in the position that we're in. That's how it is.
Bit of an unfortunate start, but you're now back onto the lead lap for the
We're
first
still a
time
lap
in the
down.
race.
We're still
Oh,
a
you're,
lap
oh,
down.
you're still a lap down. Oh,
I was
Oh.
fighting for it. I was fighting for the one lap that I had. And, well, I fought for it, and I got it back. Got one lap. That's why you saw all the aggressive racing from me.
yeah. I mean, we saw when the front pack caught you after the first caution rotation. You did a questionable move to cut down in front of, I believe it was either Sleesher or Smart Gooder.
Yeah.
we were a bit surprised.
Admittedly.
Yeah,
See,
well.
Smart absolutely screwed me for my lap, coming to that yellow on lap 47,
Oh, how'd that happen?
and it just it screwed me, and I had some bad blood between them. That's why I was fighting them so hard these last few laps.
Yeah, I saw a bit of door banging between you two. I mean, you are technically teammates. I mean, you both race for Coded Sky Racing. Also, you're team owners, so interesting team dynamics there. But we're going green next time in the next few
sir.
corners. So good luck to you, Roger, and hope you can have a
Thank
good
you.
finish.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right. So, yeah, unfortunately, Roger's still going to be a lap down.
Yeah, I could have sworn he got it back, but I guess not.
Almost. So, yikes. Cubica, Ethan, and Pink. Uh-oh. We're gonna have
Not
to
going
delay the
green this
green.
time.
Yeah, we're going to delay the green. Little
Oh.
mistake made. I think something with the... You could kind of see it on the scoreboard there. Everyone kind of... Yeah, you can see it on the scoreboard there.
Yeah, I don't think everyone's 60 laps down.
So a little technical difficulty there with our leaderboard. So we'll go green hopefully soon. But yeah, I mean, just from the it wasn't a competition yell, but at the halfway point, first caution, I think everyone is already a lot more aggressive. We'll be restarting
Yeah.
with 40 laps to go. I mean, it's still 40 laps. Me personally,
Yeah,
I don't
it's
think I
still
would
too
push
early.
yet, but
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be pushing yet, but maybe with 30 would be a little early, but 20.
But also, you got to remember, a lot of these guys are still trapped a lap down, so they're fighting each other. Oh, NASCAR, bit of a lag spike into the grass. Maybe thought about going the road course, thought different of it. But yeah, these guys are still trapped a lap down, so maybe they might be fighting each other, and then, with everyone racing around them, they just get caught up in it, so that's also a fact you got to worry about.
So hopefully it will be going this time or next time.
I believe it's this time.
It'll be Yikes, Cubica in the front row, Ethan and Pink right behind, Diamond and Sleesher, 3 rows back. And here we go. We're back underway at Daytona. Pretty even restart for both rows. It's all about how the pushers are going to do. Right now on the outside, Pink pushing really well. But they're going to get caught up on each other.
Oh, almost 4 wide. Smart Coder getting out of shape. Roger as well. 4 wide. Pink stuck on the high side. Up into the wall. Pinballing off the Smart Coder. He's going to take Robloxian with him.
And hard into the inside wall.
Don't think he got engine damage from that, though. So it will not be a caution. Pink apologizing. I mean, he kind of got pinballed up 4 wide. There's not a whole lot you can do. He is a rookie. So, I mean, you know, it's just... You can't expect him to be absolutely perfect in his first race.
Yeah, and it's hard to catch yourself when you do that ping pong and Sleesher and not Robloxian. Yeah, NASCAR and Smart Coder all involved there.
Smart Coder right there. Anthem gonna tuck in behind. Bates back with his back. He's 3 laps down. How did that happen? That could be
probably got a lap or 2 back. The 2 cautions. I don't know. But currently 11th. Got 1 position as everyone. Locking up
between Diamond and Yikes, and that's gonna
5 wide
for a second.
Into the corner and Sleesher hard into the wall. Engine damage collects Pink and Bats.
That's gonna be a caution.
Big wreck, and yep, there's the caution.
I don't believe Pink got engine damage from that, and if he did, it's only yellow or orange. I don't see any smoke. However, once again, that's not Bates. Someone's smoking.
No, that would be Cubica.
Oh, Sleesher, yeah.
Sleesher, sorry.
Sleesher smoking, had an engine damage again. And now, I think that Roger is on the lead lap with that.
I think he's a little bit happy in the chat. Roger's only going to be happy with this caution, but big wreck there.
And there he goes, Roger, speeding past the field, getting his lap back. First time on the lead lap for quite a while, at least in contention.
Looks like Robloxian's gonna go get his wave around. Same with Bads. Whatever. Pink did get any engine damage, but we'll have to see. As it looks like the whole field is gonna come in this time once again. 2 cars caught speeding on pit road. That's Cubica and NASCAR. Both caught speeding on pit road.
Oh. Man, that's surprising. I mean, I know it's hard in green flag stop, but unless you get pushed from behind, it's pretty easy to slow these cars down coming into pit road. So, I mean, maybe just trying to get too much out of it or not paying all that much attention. But whatever it is, it's going to cost them.
That's going to mix up the field quite a bit as well. Oh, let's see. Yikes, Diamond, and then Ethan. Pretty quick pit stop. Else tries to catch up. I think they're a little confused back there. I don't think knows quite where he is.
Out. Could be fuel saving as well. Don't want to use that much getting up to the field, but I think they realize not much else they can do. Oh,
and
Bates takes out the 16 and the 28. Oh dear.
They'll all get going. We'll get everyone caught back up.
Hopefully no damage came from that from anybody. That would be tragic.
Because
pits are now closed, yeah. Oh, wait, no. Pits are open still. I see the green light.
Yep. I mean, you can come back down, but it'd just be such a loss in position. Just under caution, you don't want to be getting damage.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Now it's red. It was going to be closed. Oh.
I think Cubica. Oh, they got. They're letting people.
Oh, they're going to the bag.
Penalty.
Oh. As we get the orders figured out. Oh, they spread out to choose. I don't know if they're ready. Smart Coder is going to take the inside.
Up front, they're still trying to figure it out back here. But up front, looks like Yikes on the inside, on the outside, Diamond
into the wall.
Then row 2, get Ethan, and then Robloxian, Sleisher, then Pink, and then everyone else on the high side. So I think we're starting to see a little bit of that high line dominance come through. I mean, all through speed weeks here at Daytona, we've seen that everyone's kind of preferred the inside. It's just a lot easier to make it work in a train, but looks like everyone wants to try out the outside on this restart.
Yeah, we'll see how they spread out towards the beginning of the lap.
Restarting with 30 laps to go. Still a lot of laps to go left, though.
Yeah, about 30 on the dot.
See how hard they push here. Hopefully they learn. You know, 2 cautions here pretty early. That pushing is not probably going to be the best policy here, but
we'll
have to see.
Really hanging back, going for a Kyle Busch start. Let's see if it worked out for him.
Yikes and Diamond lead him to the restart zone, and we're back underway. And yeah, Sleisher not going on that restart.
That did not work out the way he wanted it to.
And the inside lane
is outside.
Had no one on the inside. Robloxian diving down quickly, though, to the inside. Can't quite get clear of Diamond. See, does Pink want to come down? No, Pink's going to be stuck up on the high side. No room for him. And it's going to go diving to the outside. 4 wide, and he's going to drop back.
Going to force him out the outside, and that's going to put him way back. A
Oh,
lot of time lost for that 16.
And he'll drop all the way to the rear of the pack. Ooh, Robloxian and Yikes. Almost could have been bad there, quarter panels. Big run on the outside from Smart Coder and Diamond.
Does Diamond drop down?
Like he's going to
thinking about it.
Oh, and he will.
I think he tried to leave a bit of room so Smart Coder could come down with him, but it was only a room for one, and Diamond, he took it. Oh, speaking of Smart Coder, door banging with a 20.
Smart and Roger got into a little bit of contact through the trial wall. Looked like Roger just a little bit too much to the outside as right now. They're the only 2 on the outside.
Yeah, we heard in the interview that Roger's not too happy with Smart Coder right now, showing a bit of feedback on the backstretch a few laps prior.
A little bit more timing.
Yeah, so we'll see how those 2 can figure it out. Maybe pull a bit of a truce, or maybe Roger just wants violence.
I mean, like we heard in the pre-race, once it gets down to these last few laps, your friends become enemies. I mean, that's going to probably be the mentality with everyone here. And
Anthem getting caught on the bottom. He's going to slide up into NASCAR. NASCAR gives him space, though. That could have been bad, but Anthem's going to
hang it up on the apron.
To the back. Yeah. Still under the line. There we go.
A little bit of an incident there. Almost could have been bad. But everyone just giving each other a little bit of room still.
Yeah, Smart Coder with a bit of a gap now, but that's going to change when Diamond gets this push from Robloxian. And see the difference. Oh, NASCAR really high. Bit out of shape out of 4. Diamond and Smart Coder starting to pull away now. Could be a difference in the fuel saving. If they're still saving at this point, I'd imagine so.
Probably a little bit going. I don't know if I don't think they can make it quite to the finish. They'll slow down just a little bit here going to the back straightaway, especially Diamond backing off quite hard there. Yeah, definitely fuel serving at least a little bit here down the back straightaway, staying it in the low 180.
Oh, Diamond really high up before drop a 3.
Yeah. Not a great entry. From Diamond, everyone's single file.
Yeah, let's take a second to just talk about strategy for a bit. I mean, the guys said that they just wanted to, run in the back, keep their nose clean. But I mean, let's talk about Pink. he's really taking that literally. He's at the end of the line, and I mean, depending on how late he wants to go, that's a lot of cars to pass, especially when they're just training single file. So I mean, I know Pink just wants to hang it back and just make his moves at the end. But I mean, with how far back he is, there might not be enough time to make them.
I've seen this strategy from Pink before, and it's an interesting strategy to me because I mean, you really got to play it right if you're gonna do this strategy. And if everyone stays single file up until like 5 to go, there's not going to be a lot of time for you to get up front. It's going to be clogged by the time you make your push, so you're going to have to really play it smart if you're going to hang back there. But he's done this before, so he's got some practice with this strategy. We'll have to see what he can do late into this race. But
Smart Coder out of shape and cuts in front of the 6. Diamond tried to take the spot. Smart Coder didn't allow that.
That was a little bit risky. I thought Smart Coder was going to go around there.
Yeah, a bit of a tap on the quarter panel. Roger starting to make a bit of a charge by himself on the outside, in line with the XP. Probably not going to come out of it. He's going to try and slide into Cubica. Yeah, I don't know about that. Cubica wasn't going to let him in. He lets him in now, and Roger's going to take the spot.
Cubica had to hold up 4 cars behind him.
Yeah, not too sure about that move from Roger.
That's going to move Ethan, and now 8's to the outside. They're going to try to...
Smart Coder late blocks the 6 again.
Oh, man. Risky.
Outside
Roger.
lane, starting to form a bit. We got Bades, Anthem, and Roger. Does anyone else want to come with him?
We'll have to see.
Big
run. Yeah,
Roger
huge
in
run.
line with the 6 now. Where did that come from?
He just got a great push and then a huge amount of momentum coming out of the corner.
That side drive really doing work for him right now. The 8's going to be in line with the 6 at the exit of the corner, especially with a bump from the 67. But they're out of shape. Roger couldn't quite get to the 67's nose. Didn't get a square push. Oh, Roger almost under Smart Coder there. But he's going to almost clear the 6.
He's going to look to the outside.
Now he's in line with Smart Coder, the outside lane with a huge run. Cubica's seeing, hey, that's a great idea. Starts moving up to the outside, getting a 4-lane pack there.
Gonna be a little bit till he gets up there. Yikes with the chance to go up there if he wanted to, but chooses to stay with that inside lane. And it's a little bit split up right now. But Ethan and now Roger gonna go down to the inside. It's gonna leave 2 cars up there out to dry. I think they can maybe make some progress up there. The bottom lane hasn't been working too well.
Smart Coder really out of shape out of 4. I thought he was going to slip under the 8 there, but he got it.
Got loose through the tri-oval and almost did it again. That's the 3rd time. At some point, Diamond's going to fill in that spot, and Smart Coder's going to go around.
Once again, Roger and Smart Coder getting into it. Roger pushing him up. I think Smart Coder's going to try and migrate to that top lane. He will. And Coded Sky Racing locking out the front row right now. Once again, Roger's going to block Diamond, and yeah, it was only a matter of time
hit.
In front of Yikes Piano.
They save it, though. They save it.
Yeah, but did Yikes get damage from that? That's the question.
Let's take a look. Engine damage on yellow for Yikes.
I had a feeling that was a pretty hard hit. Might not be too much of a difference as long as he can stay in this draft. But you can see the gap. He's going to have to really push to stay with these guys now. That's going to hurt him.
I was going to mention how the field kind of got split up into 2 there for a little bit, but...
Robloxian!
Not Robloxian. Yeah, Roger. Ooh.
It seems late blocking is required to be in Coded Sky Racing, as both drivers really good at doing it.
Just can't give up those spots, especially now we're coming to 20 laps to go. This is when I'd start turning up my dial. This is when I'd start to get ready to push.
This is where I'd like to see drivers such as Pink and those guys hanging back towards the end to really start at least making some ground. I mean, just moving up in the train, pushing to fill in spots, not really being that much of a friend to anybody. But, I mean, he's really, he's just so far back there. I really don't know, because it worked in the duels, but, I mean, they're really It was an 8-car field, first of all, and some people died, so I mean, it wasn't that many people to pass. He's got 10 cars, almost like 9 cars to get by, and Bates and Anthem just have checked out. I don't know if Roger has damage or something.
No,
but
the
they
smart
are
coder,
gone.
smart coder, and now I'm assuming Roger have been fuel serving. They're fuel conserving right now. They were going 160 down the back straightaway. That's about 20 miles per hour off of pace. Robloxian or NASCAR,
Yeah.
yep.
Out of shape.
Out of lane
front of
towards the
Pink.
back. Caught it back, but yeah, these guys are fuel conserving.
Yeah.
20 laps to go, and
Which is good for people like Yikes Piano, because I think if they were full pushing, I don't know if Yikes will be able to hang with these guys. We'll have to see as the laps wind down. Oh, speaking of Yikes, getting a shot from NASCAR, getting into Sleesher 3 wide. Sleesher's going to regulate to the back of the field.
not sure. And Pink wanted to
Oh.
hang towards the back, and they're both gonna lose time.
Yeah. That's
that's
Pink's
the problem.
specialty right there. He wants to hang back with you, but you want to get behind him, and then you get so far back.
Car coming in this time. It's Bads coming down the pit lane this time. Interesting pit strategy. Still's got very low
Just
fuel. I mean, he's been
barely
doing
get the
wave
slowdown.
rounds. Yeah, barely any fuel in that car, so this is going to be a required pit. I mean, with all those wave rounds that they've been doing.
He stopped a box prior. Luckily, he caught it and was able to get into his box, but that's going to lose a lot of time for him. And it's a 4-tire stop, too. He might go a lap down.
Well, I mean, he's already 2.
He might go another lap down. He's still in the box. Just now getting out. That is not going. Grandpa reaction time from the 99. Truly unfortunate. I think he will stay in front of the pack, at least for now.
Ethan coming in this time. Starting to see some pit stops, but I mean, everyone in this main pack here, I believe, has got fuel to make it to the end. It's just guys on an alternate strategy.
Roger. Once again, get tangled in with Smart Coder.
You know, if you couldn't, if I didn't know that they were teammates, you wouldn't be able to tell. And Robloxian, big slide there through the corner.
I was about to say the same exact thing. You cannot tell these guys are teammates with the way they're racing each other right now. But we heard from Sleesher, racing's only a team game until that white flag drops, and I think the white flag might be coming early for these two.
Everyone got sacked up there. Sleesher had to catch himself out of line. Luckily able to get back in line. I mean, Yikes definitely willing to give in the spot. Yeah, I feel like... Well, I mean, we've seen Cubica. Cubica's been hanging out in the back all races. Ooh. Yikes gets caught out of line.
Getting into it with Roblox in the back there. Roblox and Pink. They have 2 similar cars.
Robloxian to the outside blocks the run from Sleesher. And here comes the outside lane starting to form up once again. Roger, let's see if he's going to go to the outside or stick with his teammate. Ford's on the inside, Toyota's on the outside.
Yikes Piano giving himself options, seeing which lane he wants to run with. I think it's going to be the inside. Could have been the outside with his teammate with Sleesher there.
It's going to be hard to even get up to him on the outside with that engine damage.
Yeah. See him kind of funneling back just a tad bit. Smart Coder, huge shot to the 8. Gonna put him in front of the 20, but the 21 also pushing the 20. I believe those two are teammates. I think Robloxian is part of XMS as well, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe. So, XMS on the outside, and then Coda Sky Racing on the inside. A little bit of a team battle. And Robloxian, barely any room in front of Roger, goes down to the inside. Sleesher's gonna have to back off and file in line in 4th, and Smart Coder backed off right as Sleesher did that risky move there.
Possibly trying to cut off Sleesher's entry point and get caught behind the 6. Luckily, Sleesher does get in though. Robloxian now leading the field with Roger and Smart Coder behind him. Then Sleesher trying to make it back up to his teammate with the help of 6 behind him, and as well as Yikes Piano. And then we got Cubica, NASCAR, and Pink just hanging out in the back still. I mean, we're almost coming to 10 to go, and they have not made a single move yet.
I think Smart Coder's kind of holding up Sleesher in the field a little bit. because there's a lot of gap there. You can see that they're fuel conserving. They want to have they don't want to make another stop. They want to have the fuel to make it to the end. Going 160 down the back straightaway here from Smart Coder. Kind of saw Robloxian and Roger pull a little bit of a gap there. Go through the corner, back up to 160. And you can see they're pulling away again. Those two kind of not conserving as much as the rest of the
really
field.
pulling away.
And no conserving from that 20 car. $87 laps complete. Ooh, Roger looking to the outside. He's gonna try and make the pass here. Big run
Huge
out of
charge.
turn. Wow, huge run out of turn 2. And he's clear of the field by a mile. I think Robloxian starting to drop back a little bit. And Roger's going to be out alone. Yeah,
He's almost a second out.
Oh my goodness, what a huge run.
He could be trying to outrun the draft. I mean, maybe he has saved enough fuel. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe he's trying to run it out to the end now. I mean, he is gone. That's a 2-second gap in a corner.
Wow, Robloxian started field conserving, I believe. Yeah, 150. Wow, they're really conserving. 140 down in into turn 1. So everyone, I think they're just now realizing, hey, we might not have enough to make it to the end. Maybe, or it's just Robloxian.
Well, apparently everyone but Super Soldier, everyone but Roger, he's got 5 seconds of a gap almost now.
I think he's putting the pedal down. I think he's pushing. Everyone else fuel conserving at least a little bit. Big stack up here through turn 3.
Yeah, Robloxian got funneled out. Passed by Sleesher, Smart Coder, Diamond, and Yikes. Oh, speaking of Yikes, getting blocked by Smart Coder. Smart Coder trying to come back down. Yikes just barely fits the nose in.
Smart Coder gonna file in line right behind, cutting off Diamond a little bit there.
Sleesher.
Roger, 5
Yikes.
seconds of a gap. That's kind of crazy.
X and S trying to work together. It's not quite the white flag, so will they play the team game? Only time will tell.
I mean, if you want to catch up to Super, I
don't think there is catching up to Super.
If he can make it to the end, this race is pretty much done for. Pretty much his. I mean, you'd kind of have to work in a draft to catch up. So.
And Super was the winner of his duel after starting in the back. Can he go all the way and win the first points race of the season in the 6th annual Daytona 250?
Got 5.5 seconds of a gap on the field. No one here really pushing yet.
Well, the question is, will the caution come out? I mean, these guys have been training for quite a while, but I mean, as those laps count down, heart rate starts to get a little faster, like, oh, it's time to go, and you just make that one wrong move, and then they're all stacked up again.
Field kind of spreading out, though. 2 groups of 4. Robloxian leading the rear group of 4.
Oh, NASCAR out of shape, gets it together. Pink had a bit of a heart attack as that happened next to him. He's all good, though.
Still wants to hang out in the back.
If I was him, I'd hang out in the back of this front pack behind the 6 to get away from these guys. Robloxian's, I mean, he's saving hard, and NASCAR's all over the place. Then you got Cubica. I mean, if I was Pink, I'd get in front of these guys, but they start to catch up again.
There's
that NASCAR.
Oh man, NASCAR all over the racetrack.
Having some car troubles. Really can't really hold it down the bottom. Oh, and he's gonna hold up Pink. I'm saying it again. I think Pink is just waiting too long.
Yeah, I
definitely
done it
can't win without.
Oh yeah.
Roger is.
Okay, I don't think anyone in this group has a chance to win with where Roger is.
Well, I was gonna say at some point we could do predictions, but I think it's clear cut right now.
I think it's Roger. I mean, let's here. We gotta just see at least a little bit. So Sleesher right now leading the main group's got 1,000 milliliters in the tank. Front right's at 66, so it's looking pretty good to make it to the finish here. And then if we look at Roger, he is at 600, and then 60 on the front right. So I mean, he's been pushing this whole time. I think he can make it. I'm not entirely sure. It's gonna be kind of close.
Diamond out of shape under the line.
I mean, you can see Sleesher's pulling a gap on the field.
Yeah, it's go time for him. Cubica as well. Look at him all by himself, moving up the lane on the high side. Once again, if I was Pink, I'd go with him. Unless Pink has to save as well.
And still kind of far back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here comes. I mean, huge run for Cubica. I mean, even though no one's up there, everyone on the inside is kind of still holding back. I mean, I don't know. Diamond getting run on the inside, side by side with Cubica.
The pack has stopped the bleeding. The gap. Oh, I say that. It was 5.3. Now it's 6.1. They did stop the bleeding, and then
It's just that it stopped at 6 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, now it's starting to go down.
NASCAR up to the higher lane to join Cubica. See, I think Smart Coder wanted to go up there, just didn't make the move.
Oh, and
loose
Diamond
on the inside. Diamond
in
spinning.
front of Robloxian saves it.
Oh wow, what a save!
Insane save from Diamond. These cars are incredibly hard to save, especially when they go around like that. Great control from the 6 car. Fortunately, that's gonna probably cause them to.
I think that's the
be out of
race for him, though.
Yeah, this late. Oh, I don't know. We're 2x2 now. It's starting to get frisky up in here.
Cubica and NASCAR up on the high lane. Sleesher and Yikes on the inside. Cubica is going to start leading the group, but the problem is, I mean, Super is still 5.5 seconds in front. There is no catching him with 5 laps to go. You have to make a second up a lap, and I mean, it's possible, but this group has not shown that they can do that yet.
Yeah, NASCAR tried to make a run on the outside, but everyone's pushing now, so he's not going to get all that much.
Might have a chance to follow in line here, but nope. Smart Coder's going to fill in the spot. NASCAR's going to be hung out to dry on the high side. Everyone else still on the inside.
I'd be very surprised if anyone gave room. Oh, but NASCAR finds room.
There's room, yeah.
Interesting. I believe NASCAR is also part of XMS, so Smart Coder helping out someone who's not his teammate. Oh, Robloxian forcing Pink up, and Pink's going to get really good at the back yet again.
Ah, man. Everyone's single file. NASCAR look to the outside and the exit of the corner.
Oh no, Diamond sped.
In pit road, yep. That's the drive-through for Diamond,
That's
and
definitely
so
his
it'll
race
get
gone
even
now.
worse. It'll get even worse for that 6 car.
Let's see what moves will be made for second on back. Smart Coder
Oh,
pushing
Smart Coder.
Robloxian down below the line. Has to give it up.
Fall in front
Pink's
of
gonna
Pink.
let him.
Oh, can't. I mean, you got 3 laps to go. You can't be letting in cars if you want a chance to be up front. Although it's just a little bit late, or yeah, too late to kind of be letting that happen. But Cubica left on the outside.
Pulled a McQueen and went outside, and Francisco, also known as Sleesher, took the spot. Not sure what the reasoning was behind that, and he's gonna get all the way to the back now.
XMS is just gonna freight train on the inside, all 4 of those cars going through.
Locking it out. Besides first, Roger's gone.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, Roger.
Smart Coder getting late blocked by Robloxian, tried to squeeze the nose, couldn't find it. 2 to go at the line.
Cubica's gonna drop to the back, and this race.
He's gonna be kicking himself.
I'm not gonna
Oh,
say anything
everyone
yet.
gets loose.
That's why I didn't say anything. I almost did something for Roger, but I'm not gonna say anything. I know I have too much power as a commentator.
Don't bring it here.
Robloxian getting moved all the way to the back as everyone starts pushing big freight train through the inside.
Sleesher goes wide. Yikes is gonna find the spot. So much for team
NASCAR,
play.
huge push. I think it's over.
The white flag came out, and Yikes took the spot. Oh, Kubica pushing down Robloxian. Robloxian's going to try and push himself back
Oh,
up. That's
Robloxian!
not going to work. White flag is out.
This race is
official.
finalized. Oh, and Sleesher,
Oh, and Sleesher
loses it into turn 1.
Can he save it? Oh,
saves it, but does no
saves
damage,
it.
but very far back. Super,
And
a
I
2.5
think that
second
means-
lead down the back straightaway.
Yeah,
This is gonna be
Rogers
his.
got this locked up for sure.
It's gonna be the battle for seconds. They get
Yikes.
overlocked. Yikes! Down
Gets
under the
overlocked by
line.
Smart. He's gonna push him up.
Smart Coder. Oh man, 4
Oh, this
wide
under
as
the
they
whole
all
field.
collect each other.
Smart Coder around. Getting
Oh
caught
man,
on
they're
pink.
collecting pink. As they're 5 wide, everyone's squeezing into each other. Roger's gonna get the win. Yikes is gonna get second as everyone else is
Everyone is dead.
crashing. Everyone else crashes across the
Robloxian
line.
crashes across the line to get third. Sleesher was able to make his way back into fourth because of that.
Yeah, but Roger is going to win the Daytona 250 by, what, about 3 seconds?
3 seconds.
Oh my goodness.
Immaculate strategy coming out of the 8 car. Had that unfortunate break in the beginning. Got himself a lap down for a majority of the race. Brought it back home for a beautiful strategy. And he takes the 6th annual Jackal Daytona 250. All right. And with that, we will move into our podium interview, starting with, I believe it was Robloxian. The board is showing very interesting results, but I believe it was Robloxian. Stole it across the line. So we'll go ahead and get him up in here as he's parked on to pit road. Robloxian, are you hearing us?
Hello?
Hello. All right. What a chaotic finish. Getting a top 3. I believe, is this your D1 debut?
Yeah, this is my full ride. Yeah, this is my D1 debut.
Well, a top 3 is definitely a statement made. Congratulations. Walk us through those final laps for you.
Yeah, it was really stressful because I had got caught up in the previous incident. So I had to pit, therefore putting me a lap down. So I had to take waiver around. So I was already at a fuel deficit because at the end of the day, the name of the game in that final incident was just the fuel save. So if I had more fuel, I probably could have tried to run up in the front more. But as we came down to that final couple laps, it just came a mission of like trying to catch Super while also trying to maintain our position. And it got to the point where obviously we weren't going to catch Super, so it just just try to find the hole and try to make it to the checker.
Yeah, we saw towards the end, I mean, sometimes you would go as low as 160 down the backstretch. How close were you on the fuel?
I officially finished the race at 5%, so I saved enough, but I definitely hurt me a little bit not being able to maybe get up there with forget who was leading our line, or even up there with Super. Because if I had enough fuel, I would have pushed it harder in the beginning, got the gap, and then saved. But it is what it is. I mean, I'll take a top 3 in my D1 debut. So.
Yeah, it's definitely a big feat, especially for a debut driver. Well, Robloxian, congratulations. Definitely a good finish for you. And we'll have to see what you do coming in to, I believe it's Charlotte next week.
All right, thank you.
All right, and next up will be second place finisher Yikes Piano as we wait to get him up here. There he is. Yikes, you got us?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, well, bit of a chaotic race for you. We're up in the front most of the time. Unfortunately, had a bit of engine damage, but you were able to pull it out. I mean, walk us through those final laps for you.
Huh? I can't hear you over Icky.
It's okay. Walk us through those final laps for you.
Okay, so final laps, we were all single file. I was, well, let's see, Super was leading. I think Sleesher in front of me. then everybody was single file behind NASCAR. So I had orange engine damage, and I was thinking, I just need to stay on this line, yellow line, no matter what. I need to stay in the best position possible. If somebody in front of me slides up on entry or exit, which was very common, then I could just go by them. And eventually that did happen to Sleesher, so I was able to start leading that line, but we just did not have enough time to catch Super. But I was able to get to second with that, so.
Yeah, Super just, I mean, pun intended, he had a super fuel strategy right there. I mean, pulling almost a 5-second gap at a super speedway, it's a pretty crazy feat. But you know, with how these strategies are going with fuel, he got it done. But I mean, yeah, I mean, some people don't really like the hold the bottom strategy, but it works, and it worked out for you. Really chaotic out of 4 coming to the final lap. I mean, half the field finished the race spinning into pit road, but you ended up pulling out a nice top 3 finish, second place. Definitely not a bad way to end off the weekend. Well, yikes, congratulations, and we will see you next time.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, and that leaves us with just one more to go. It's going to be Roger in victory lane. Roger, you got us?
I gotcha. You wouldn't believe the smile on my face.
Oh, I can believe it. After barely getting into the duels, thanks to yours truly,
Shout out
to
Coma.
winning.
He's the only reason we're here. Coma is the only reason we're here. Qualified for me, got me in the duels, gave me a chance. So shout out to him.
Well, you definitely did most of it yourself, winning your duel, getting that good placement. Unfortunately, had a bit of an incident towards the beginning, caught a lap down for most of the race, but you bided your time, and you had a beautiful pit strategy. Walk us through your thought process with that strategy. How did you know it was going to work?
Coming down to that last caution with the pit, I was looking at my fuel, I was looking at the laps, did the calculations on my phone, said 3 times 25, because you burn 3% fuel running full around the track, 1 lap, and did the calculations, realized when I was sitting behind Robloxian, I was like, holy shit, excuse my language, I have enough fuel to run full out the entirety of the rest of the race. So I took my chances, I went around Robloxian, and I full throttled as much as I could to get away. And I didn't think it would work, but hey, here we are, right?
Hey, that's dedication. A little bit of preparation is all it took, and you pulled it through. You missed a pretty crazy battle from second on back. Half the field finished in pit lane.
Really? I'll have to go back and watch it.
But I mean, hey, when you're leading that pack, you don't really need to worry about what's in your rearview mirror, and that's exactly what you did, pulling it through. Beautiful strategy once again. Well, that's a pretty good start for the season for you. Are you confident to be a possible title contender, or you here to get a few wins? What's your plan going forward?
I guess we'll see. I'd love to compete for a championship for sure. Last year wasn't all that competitive, but I think I've definitely got a better chance this season considering the start that we've had.
I definitely agree with you there. Well, Yikes Piano, the defending champion, did finish P2, so he's most definitely still in this. So it's going to be a hard road, but we're excited to see what you do throughout the season. Congratulations once again, and yeah.
Thank you. One more shout out to Smart Coder. He was half the reason I won because he was holding up the pack in the back. Not intentionally, but it definitely helped a whole lot.
And a little bit of team dynamics there. Well, that's going to be it from us. Congratulations once again, Roger, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, everybody.
Well, I think we saw a little bit of everything tonight. We saw fuel strategy, pit strategy, bunch of cautions, a huge wreck there at the finish, and a huge strategy win from Roger. But that'll wrap it up here in Daytona. Thank you all for tuning in. If you did, click the like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And tune in next week. We'll be at Charlotte. So we'll see you all then.